Buying your first home can be so exciting, but let's be honest, it could be very overwhelming, and one wrong mistake could cost you thousands. I remember buying my first home, and I'll tell you what, I wish there was somebody that could have given me much better advice because it would have saved me so much time, hassle, and thousands of dollars. In this video, I'm going to share with you the biggest lessons I've learned so that way you can avoid the same mistakes. You know, I thought the first thing was finding a home and that was going to be the toughest part. But then there's the financial decisions, the financing, the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes, the flood insurance, the wind and hail, the things that keep going on in flood zones. And there is so much that goes into it. You lose perspective of like what you should even be thinking about because there's so much to consider. But when you work with somebody that does this all the time, they really simplify the process for you so you can focus on what you like to do the most, which is just look at pretty properties. Another thing that I didn't realize was, you want to get a good deal today, but also make smart choices with your investment tomorrow after you own it. I don't want you to make the same mistake, so that's why I'm sending this information out to you. The thing I would always focus on was the purchase price, but the other stuff that I didn't consider was like the HOA, the cost of insurance, the cost of taxes, and it changes per area, and that impacts how much you're paying per month. And that's really what most people need to look at, is can they afford this payment per month for this home? Not necessarily the price of the home. Because you might have two different homes that are the same exact area, desirability, floor plan, right? Same price. But one might cost you $1,000 more a month than the other. And that could be because of the location. It could be because of the neighborhood. It could be because of the insurance. It could be because of the taxes. And so these are all really important things where like at eye level, they look like they're the same price. But when you find out it actually costs you $12,000 more a year to live in one of them, that's a pretty big deal. That's why we put together a financial analysis report for every single home that you look at, so you can understand the full ins and outs of what that home might cost you. Another thing that I didn't realize is not all mortgage rates are the same. I thought rates were the same everywhere. Most people just go with the first lender that pre-approved them, and then they go get really excited and go buy a home, right? They didn't take the time to negotiate the rate and put two lenders against each other to give them lower fees. And there's all these strategies that I wish I would have known that would have saved me thousands of dollars with my first home alone. Now that we're talking about that one, I want to talk to you about our interest rate guarantee, our 4% interest rate guarantee. Call us. We have many options where we can get you into a rate in the 4s today. And this comes and goes and it's not always available, but right now it is. So if you're in the market to buy a home, it's paramount that you get with us immediately, and this will save you so much money. It either will decrease on a particular home how much your payments are, or if you go choose a different home, it'll increase your purchasing power, and for the same payment, you could buy a much more expensive home. And then there's the home inspection. There's a lot of stuff on the home inspection that came up that I didn't take very seriously that I should have. I didn't understand how much it would cost to repair those items. I also didn't think about how the next buyer, even though I was okay with them, the next buyer would want them repaired. I didn't anticipate that I could ask for the seller to make these repairs for me. So these are all things that I made mistakes with that I don't want you to. I was so focused on what would work for me at the time, I didn't consider what would work for the next buyer in the future, right? And that's like thinking about the future. So I didn't think about what updates I should make to the home to increase my equity. I didn't think about how to structure my mortgage payments to decrease my debt. I didn't think about how the schools that weren't important to me at the time would be important to the next person, and same with location. And that way, the home I bought, instead was undesirable to most, but great for me, which made it hard to sell in the future, and really chipped away at how much equity I could have built and how much money I could have made of that home. So by buying a home, not just for you, but having a good exit strategy in mind is really important if you want to maximize how much money you make off of it. And that's why we make sure that we put so much time in understanding what you need and understand the benefits of buying the right home, not just for yourself, but for other people. In addition, if you happen to fall into the wrong home, or your situation changes and your family grows, or you don't like the location anymore, or you get job reload, we'll sell your home for free. So you can call us if any of this stuff happens and you don't like your home and you want to move within the first 24 months, call us and we'll sell your home free and save you a ton of money. If you want more information, just go to soldwithdave.com or just give me a call. Looking forward to talking to you. Have a great day.